What's up, Coach B Stocks here. Wanted to do a quick update on the NXTD play that I talked about on, I believe it was Wednesday. Um, I think this thing still has some room to go higher, but I'm also going to play this a little cautiously as it is up pretty big right now from when we entered in. But I also think that it still has some room to run. Let me pull up the chart. So, I had entered into this on Wednesday. We were looking at this run up. I think I made the video somewhere around here around the 320 mark. It did take a little dip, ripped up in after hours, came down and hit a low on Thursday of 304 and kind of held that level. Um, and then it just, started taking off. But after hours was really the key here. Closed the day at 401. Really started ripping right after it kind of crossed this 416 mark. I'm not sure if that had to do with the options chain or not. There was quite a bit of volume that poured in on Wednesday. I talked about that in my previous video, and that converted into open interest on Thursday, and also more bullish volume on Thursday as well. So, what I'd imagine it could happen here is, I mean, obviously we're going to have this gap fill back down to 401. I'm kind of going to go into this expecting that, and I'm looking to protect my investment here, or my trade, I should say, somewhere around this like 385 level. Right? If all of a sudden we're looking at a 5-minute chart right now, but if all of a sudden it breaks below here, I'll look to just cut it and take my profits and be done. And if I wanted to play it a little bit looser, maybe down here at like this 376, 377 level, looking right under here. Those would be kind of my stop losses right now, heading into tomorrow if we do kind of see it fall down. Now, if all of a sudden it comes down, I get stopped out and it takes off and rips past again, I'm really just looking for it to break $4. Okay, so I think it breaking $4 and holding above it is going to be huge for this thing to continue with momentum. If we look at the Ortex data here, everything is still looking pretty bullish in terms of what you'd want to see in the squeeze play. We're looking at about 19% short interest right now. About almost 25% of the free float is on loan. Cost to borrow still up there high, 103 with 99 utilization. So this is the type of stuff that we want to see in these squeeze plays, and we're seeing it right now. If we look at the daily view here in terms of volume, there was a huge day volume wise. This looks like back on December 15th, it saw 49 million in volume, and volume started kind of picking up again over here on the 21st last week. We saw 469,000, 5 million, and then 13.8 million on Thursday. So if volume continues to pick up, who knows how high this thing can go. I've seen the float size estimated different everywhere. Yahoo has it listed at about 6.8 million. Finviz 3.8 million, and I think MarketWatch, I saw it at 4.6 million. But either way, we're talking about an extremely low float. Even if we just say 7 million to be safe. Looking at the options chain now, January, this coming month, option expiration. This is what I was talking about. The open interest after the $3 strike really gets pretty heavy. 6,000 contracts, which is the equivalent of about 600,000 shares. 300,000 shares here, 400,000, and another 100,000, all in the money right now. If this can also go the other way. If all of a sudden this thing takes off and gets back above 5 in pre-market tomorrow before the open, I would really expect it to just explode and keep on going instead of filling the gap, kind of keep running and probably blow out this option chain, because this is quite a lot of open interest, and we still don't know what this volume right here is going to convert into tomorrow. If a lot of this was buying, we may see 6,000 here, 2,000-3,000 here, and then all of a sudden, if this was a lot of buys, which I'm assuming it is because these were the cheapest calls on Thursday, that can really add some fuel to the fire if it gets past 750. So, a lot of bullish option activity. The stock is still looking pretty strong, especially if it picks up volume. As always, protect yourself, take profits on the way up. I'm looking to probably hold this at least now until it, to see if it can get out through the option chain. But I'll be setting stop losses on the way up just to protect myself to the downside. And that doesn't necessarily mean a play is over either. So like I was talking about earlier with that stop loss at 385, that's to protect the profits that I already have. If all of a sudden it breaks through 385 and goes down, and then reverses momentum, I'll jump back in. Like I said, when it crosses 4, I think that's going to be a key level based on the option chain. So anyways, NXTD, I'm feeling really good about this one, especially with that after hours movement on Thursday. I'm still holding, but as always, manage your risk. Good luck. Hopefully we see a big day tomorrow.